Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with a bit of a long awaited video. It is a kind of wrap up and sort of a reveal of a collaboration that I was doing with two other wonderful sewists and YouTube vloggers. They are Emma from Sew Do It Emma and Adele from Sew for Serenity. So we started a little collaboration when we all realised that we wanted to sew up the same patterns. Those patterns were both by Closet Core. They were the Cielo top and the Pietra pants. So I had this sort of vision in my head of what I wanted to create, which was the top version of the Cielo, because you can also make it as a dress. And then I wanted to make the Pietra shorts and wear them with tights in autumn and winter. Well, then time passed. Time passed by. And all of a sudden in the Northern Hemisphere, here we are in spring, although you wouldn't think it today, the weather is grim. And I've totally gone off the idea, to be honest. The Pietras are not in my thinking right now at all. I did, as you can see, make a version of the Cielo, so I wanted to just bring this video to you where I talk a little bit about this version, because this was supposed to be a wearable toile, and then I was going to make another version. I'm not going to do that, and I'll talk to you about the reasons why. And then I thought I'd talk you through some other shorts patterns that I actually do want to make that are more spring summer appropriate and have caught my eye and may have been purchased or will be getting purchased. So yes, I hope that's okay for you. If you watched the original video, then you might be wondering where this reveal went to. Well, here it is. It's a reveal in a way, but also just a bit of real talk, a bit of reality. Things change, our ideas and our desires and our tastes change, and that's absolutely fine. We shouldn't ever be held or pressured into making something because we said we were going to. That's not what this is about. This is a hobby and we just need to go with the flow. Am I right? If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, then I would love you to hit that subscribe button, please. It would make me very happy. So let's start off with the Cielo, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the version that I have made. So this is a cotton poplin that I got in a Sew Hayley Jane box a few months ago. I absolutely love the colour, I love the design, this sort of geometric print, and I thought it would be perfect to pair with the Cielo. Often people are unsure what to sew with a more stable, like crisp cotton poplin, but this pattern is absolutely perfect for it. So the Cielo is part of a collection by Closet Core Patterns called the Rome collection. You can make it as a dress and as a top. It's described as an easy breezy take on a boxy tee and shift dress. Loaded with interesting details and interchangeable features, it will fast become a wardrobe building favourite. So this is one that had never really taken my eye that much, but then I started to look a little bit more at this boxy cropped version, which is, let's see, view A. So it comes in view A, B, C and D. View A is the version that I actually really fancied making, and I think at some point I may be tempted by making the tunic dress as well. I think that'll be a really simple sort of staple to have in my wardrobe, but not at the moment. So this is view A. It's a short sleeve top with a cuff. Obviously this pattern is quite busy, so you're not going to be able to see all of the little details and the interesting seam lines that are on it, but hopefully we can pop in a line drawing for you so you can see those. So the pattern has a slightly dropped shoulder, it's got an angled shoulder yoke and quite a roomy boxy fit. I will stand up and you'll be able to see this a little bit better. And then you can either bias bind this neckline or you can do a facing. So what I'd intended to do was do a facing on this one and then see how I got on, and then potentially do a bias bound finish on my second version. That was the plan. In terms of sizing, the paper pattern for this comes in 0 to 20, or you can then also get the 14 to 32 size range as a PDF. I pretty much fell into a size 10 in terms of body measurements. The hip measurement was slightly lower than my hip measurement. I'm a 40-inch hip and the size 10 was a 38.5. But because this doesn't actually come as far as my hip, I thought I'd be absolutely fine because the waist and the bust measurement did match in with my body. So it's a straight size 10 all over. I haven't graded or anything at all. In terms of sewing it up, I really enjoyed the process. I always enjoy sewing up closet core patterns because their instructions are really thorough but really enjoyable to follow, and I didn't come across any problems along the way. It was a pretty straightforward pattern. So I'll stand up and show you. So you can see there where that's sitting. So I've got high-waisted jeans on, my sort of tummy buttons there, so you can see these are quite high-waisted. So I'd say this goes to around my tummy button level. You can see that boxy fit. I could also have enough there if I just wanted to tuck a little bit in, which is probably how I would wear it. I really like it. So, what do you think? I really like it. Obviously it is quite a crisp and stable fabric, so it does have that boxy structure. If I made it in something a little bit more floaty, then it would drape a little bit better. So it depends what sort of look you want to go for as to the fabric that you use and the look that you end up with. So if you watched that first video, you will know that I had my fabric, my main fabric, set aside for this pattern, and it is this incredible Lady McElroy print. So this is a cotton lawn, I think, so it's a little bit softer than this one, but it still would give a structured look, and I just thought that would be really cool as this top. And this has been stashed away in a project bag with the pattern for a few months now, ready to make the top, but I'm not going to. And the reason for that is this. If you recognise this, this is the Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt, which was released in April 2023, so a couple of weeks ago now from when I'm filming. This is my version that I've just finished, and it's made in a tensile chambray. And I just think I really, really, really want to make it in this. I think it would be really cool. So yes, I'm sorry, Cielo. I have moved my plan over to the Donny shirt, so this will hopefully become a Donny shirt within the next few weeks. So moving on to the Pietras. Like I say, I really wanted to make the shorts version. That's the version that appealed to me, especially, well, mainly after seeing Jess from So What If I Sew. She made a gorgeous denim version which she wore lots and lots last summer. Now, yes, I would love to wear them in the summer too. However, the vision that I had in my mind, and I think that's what I can't get away from, is to make them in a black fabric and then wear tights with them in autumn and winter. And I can't get my head out of that vision. So I've gone off the idea. I think they're a beautiful pattern and I'm sure I will make them at some point, but I just don't really want to make them. So unfortunately, this isn't going to be a Cielo and Pietra reveal video because I've changed my mind. But I have been really drawn to 3 different shorts patterns that I would like to make for spring and summer. I'm going on holiday to Santorini, and shorts I think will be really essential for just throwing on over swimwear and things like that. So I'd like to make at least 2 pairs for my holiday, and then also they'll see me through for the summer. So I'm going to share with you the 3 patterns that I've found and that I really want to sew up, and we'll see what you think. I've also pulled out some fabrics from my stash that I'd like to use for them. So let's get started. Pattern number 1 that I'm interested in sewing up is the Soline shorts by Stay Stitch Pattern Company. This was released quite a while ago, I think, and I've had this pattern actually in my stash for ages and just never sewn it up. It's available on their Etsy shop, so Stay Stitch Pattern Etsy shop, and this pattern comes in a longer length and also the shorts version, and you can add patch pockets or not. So yes, it's called the Soline shorts and culottes pattern. So the size range on this goes from a 0, which is a 35-inch hip, up to a 34, which is a 64-inch hip, and the pattern's drafted for someone who is 5'5". I am just shy of 5'6", so that is pretty ideal for me. And the pattern has positive ease, so they do have a little bit of a loose fit. They are described as effortlessly chic, comfortable and stylish. The pattern is designed for woven fabrics and has a classic trouser short shape, a paper bag waist, drawstring and multiple pocket options. They feature a high-waisted fit with positive ease through the hip and thigh and an extra wide hem. And then you've got the shorts length and the culottes length and 3 different pocket options, which are gusseted pockets, patch pockets and inseam pockets. So when I'm thinking about a shorts pattern, kind of high on my list are that they're high-waisted. That's what I really want, that's my style. I also want them to be very fitted at the waist and then kind of flow out a little bit, but still have a decent fit on the bum area. I don't want them to look really baggy and saggy. I want them to be pretty straightforward to sew up, and I also want them to have pockets. So this kind of ticks all of those boxes really. The only thing that I'm hesitating about with this one is the paper bag waist, because it's not really a look that I've gone for in the past. So I'm not sure that the paper bag waist really appeals to me, although I'm sure that you could easily hack this pattern to not have a paper bag waist. So yes, the Soline shorts are the first pattern that I am interested in trying. And the fabric I've got in my stash that I thought would work really nicely, and I think the pattern says I need around 1.5 meters for this. So I thought it would look really nice in this, which is a viscose crepe from the Sew Hayley Jane box a couple of months ago. I've got 2 meters of this, so I would have quite a bit left over, but I could make myself like a little crop top or something to go with them for holiday. I just think they would make a really nice pair of shorts. So yes, pattern number 1, the Soline shorts by Stay Stitch Pattern Company. So moving on to pattern number 2 that I would like to try, and that is the Foxie Boxies by Gracie Steele. I love the name of this pattern. I mean, what a cute name, the Foxie Boxies. But I also just really love the style of these. They are described as your new favourite comfy, cool shorts intended for adventurous beginners or those who need a quick palette cleanser between complex projects. So the key features of these shorts are that they have nested inseam pockets, they have an oversized boxy fit, an optional side slit, a high rise, which is what I'm looking for, and a grown-on elasticated waistband. And I really like the depth of the waistband. It's a really chunky waistband, like a boxer short style, which I really like. The size range on this pattern goes from hip sizes 34.6 inches up to 60.6 inches, but it does say on the Gracie Steele website, if you are outside of this size range and would like to sew them up, please get in touch, which I think is really great. I'm not sure you could get better than that really. So this is a PDF only pattern and it comes with a full sew along on YouTube too. You need around between 1 and 1.4 meters of fabric. For my size that I'm going to sew up, I think it's going to be about 1.1 meters, so maybe I could get away with 1 meter. And it's designed for light to medium weight woven fabrics, and you can also sew it in medium weight knits, which is interesting. I really like this pattern, and actually on my Instagram today I popped up the 3 different options and so many people replied and said this version. So I purchased it straight away. And then I actually went on Gracie Steele's Instagram stories, and she's currently working on an improvement to the pattern, or an adaptation, an add-on to the pattern to do a full-length version as well. So that will be sent out to all people that have already purchased the pattern, which is great. So yes, the Foxie Boxies are one that I'll definitely be trying, because I've just printed out the PDF actually. And I dug out a fabric from my stash that I thought I'd like to make those in, and it is this one. I have had this fabric since 2018 when we went to New York. Is that when we went? Did we go in 2019? 2018, 19. I can't remember. Whatever year it was that we went to New York. And I got this fabric. It must have been 2019 because I only started sewing in 2018. So yes, 2019 we went to New York and I picked up some fabrics when I was there, and this was one of them. It's like a textured viscose in a lilac colour, and I've never really known what to do with this until now. So I'm going to make the Foxie Boxies out of this fabric. Again, I think I'll have quite a bit left over, so I can make some sort of little top to go with them. But I just think the drape of that and the plain colour will be great to go with like pattern tops. It's going to be a perfect pattern. So yes, pattern number 2, the Foxie Boxies. And then the third shorts pattern that I really want to sew up is the Tamarama Set by Swim Style Patterns. This is a new release of theirs, and I've only really became aware of their pattern company in the last couple of weeks, just from seeing a few other people on Instagram make their patterns. So this is, like I say, their newest release. It's a PDF only pattern again, and it comes with a shirt, a full length pant and a shorts part of it. So I am really interested in the shorts, obviously, and the shirt to go with it to make a little cord, especially for my holiday, which I think will be perfect. The size range on it goes from an extra small, which is a 36-inch hip, up to an 11X, which is a 64-inch hip. And I think it comes in 2 different size bands actually for you to choose from. The pattern features a relaxed drop shoulder seam on the shirt and a button down front, and then the pants are a wider fit through the leg and have an adjustable drawstring closure. So again, they are a high-waisted design with a drawstring elasticated waist. Let's assume it's elasticated. It's definitely got a drawstring at the waist anyway to bring it in. Maybe it's just a drawstring and a waistband. I'll find out, I guess, if I buy this pattern. So the fabric recommendations for this are chambray, cotton, linen, crepe, crinkle cotton, double gauze cotton, silk, satin, linen, polyester. Basically most weights of woven fabric, and you'll get a more fluid look if you go for a lighter weight fabric, and you could go for something a bit more structured like a heavyweight linen to create more of a stable, structured, bold look. Yes, I really like this set, and I think it would be really cute as the shirt and the shorts for my holiday. And obviously when you're buying this pattern you are getting the full set, so it's great, it's not just a shorts pattern. So if I go ahead and purchase this one, because this is the one that I don't actually own yet, I would like to make it in this fabric, which is an embroidered double gauze, which I got from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door. So it's a really soft, beautiful double gauze fabric. I've got 2.5 meters of this, which I think would be plenty to make a shirt and shorts. And I think that'll be absolutely perfect for Santorini. I feel like I need lots of light colours for that holiday, so this will be ideal. The only slight hesitation I'm having with this set is, if I've already got the Soline shorts and the Foxie Boxies shorts patterns, do I really need to buy this one as well? Because I'm sure I could make the shorts either the Soline or the Foxie Boxies and then make a different shirt pattern like the Donny shirt, although I do fancy it being a button down front for the cord so I can just unbutton it and wear it open. But I've got other shirt patterns like the Gilbert shirt by Helen's Closet. I've got the Kalle shirt by Closet Core. So do I really need to buy this one as well? Probably not, but I like it. So yes, this one I'm sort of on the fence with, simply for the fact that I've got similar patterns already that I could put together for a set. But do let me know what you think. Is this pattern worth purchasing as well? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing some short sewing inspiration and also a little bit about my Cielo top. I'm really excited to see what Adele and Emma have done. I think this has been a bit of a funny collaboration really, because I don't think any of us have particularly been in love with the garments that were produced or sort of the sewing process along the way. We've all had lots of other things going on too, which have kind of got in the way, but I'm really interested to see their thoughts on the patterns and the process and what they've come up with at the end. So do go and check out their channels and subscribe if you don't already, and do give this video a like if you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Let me know in the comments which one of the shorts patterns you think I should sew up first, and if you've sewn any of them up yourself, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you're all really, really well, and I'll see you all again soon in my next video. Happy sewing! Bye! She made a gorgeous denim up to a 34, which is